Hey, what's up guys? This is Evan, also known as AT Luback, coming at you with the September 2016 ETL International Airport Update. This is the 37th airport update, and unfortunately there are no new models in this airport update, but maybe some new ones in the future, you never know. I do want to give a huge thank you to everyone for subscribing, liking, and commenting. I really appreciate it. I'm getting really close to 400 subscribers already, which is just insane. So thank you guys for your ongoing support. As always, make sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and check out my ETL Airport website. The links to those are all right below. If you haven't already, please check out my first Model of the Month video featuring the US Airways A320 Miracle on the Hudson aircraft. So it's a really rare model, so I hope you guys check that out, and I'm happy to hear all the positive feedback and just glad you guys enjoyed it, so thank you. As you're watching this, I did go spotting at ATL, Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson International Airport. Yes, I did go there. So I will have spotting videos. They will be up very soon, so don't miss out on those. It's a great episode. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So yeah, look out for those. So anyway, let's get started with this update. This is the 11 a.m. time frame, so let's get started with Terminal A. Starting right down here, we have this Delta A319. He's at gate A2, and he will be pushing back very shortly for Fort Lauderdale. Next up, we have a Delta MD-90. He's going to be pushing back very shortly for Orlando. Just arrived, we have this Delta 757-200 from Atlanta, and he is going to do a turnaround flight back out to Atlanta. Just pushed back and taxiing over to the runway for departure, we have this Delta 737-900ER. He's going to be heading out to Boston. Holding short for runway 27 right, we have this Delta 757-300. He's going to be heading out to San Diego. Lined up with runway 27 right for takeoff, we have this Delta 737-800. He's going to be heading out to LaGuardia once the CRJ-900 vacates the runway. Also in line for takeoff, we have this Delta MD-90. He's going to be heading out to St. Louis. Currently pushing back from gate Alpha 7, we have this Delta MD-90 heading out to San Antonio. Parked at the gate, we have this Delta 757-200. He just arrived from New York JFK, and he's going to do a turnaround flight out to Portland, Oregon. Arrived earlier this morning, we have this Delta A330-300 from Rome. He is going to do a turnaround flight out to Paris later on. Also in line for takeoff, we have this Delta 767-300ER. He's going to be heading out to Los Angeles. Arrived earlier this morning, we have this Delta 767-300ER from Lisbon. Next up, we have this Delta 757-200. He just arrived from Salt Lake City, and he's going to do a turnaround flight out to Las Vegas. Here we have this Delta 767-300ER. He's currently pushing back for Lima, Peru. Next up, we have this Delta 777-200ER. He arrived early this morning from Amsterdam, and he will do a turnaround flight out to London Heathrow later on today. Just rotated off of runway 27 right, we have this Delta Connection CRJ-900. He is heading out to Hartford, Connecticut. Just arrived and waiting for a gate to open up. We have this Delta MD-90. He just arrived from Raleigh, Durham. Next up, we have this Delta 737-700. He's going to be departing very shortly for Cancun. Here we have this Delta 737-900ER. He's currently pushing back from the gate. He's going to be heading out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Here we have this Delta Connections Embraer 170. He's going to be pushing back very shortly for Baltimore. Here we have this Delta Connections ERJ 145. He just arrived from Tampa, and he's going to do a turnaround flight out to Indianapolis. Alright, so that wraps up Terminal A for you guys. We're going to head over to Terminal B, but I really like all the arrivals and departures and the planes at the gate over here, so I hope you guys enjoyed this side. Alright, now we'll get started with Terminal B. Once again, this is the 11 a.m. time frame. First up, we have this Frontier A319. He's currently pushing back for Denver. Next up, we have this Allegiant MD-82. He just arrived from Orlando, Stanford, and he's going to do a flight out to Tampa. On the flip side, we have this American MD-82. He just arrived from Chicago, and he's going to do a flight out to Dallas-Fort Worth. Next up, we have this American 737-800. He just arrived from Miami and he's going to do a flight out to Charlotte. Next up, we have this American A319. He's currently pushing back for Philadelphia. Here we have this Spirit A319. He's currently taxiing over to the runway for departure to Atlantic City. Just landed, we have the Southwest 737-800 in the new livery from Las Vegas, and he's going to do a turnaround flight out to Dallas Love. Just arrived, we have this US Airways A319 from Washington Reagan. He's going to do a turnaround flight out to LaGuardia. Here we have this United 737-800. He just arrived from Houston Intercontinental, and he's going to do a turnaround flight out to Newark. Here we have this United Express -AQ400. He's pushing back for Cleveland. Here we have this JetBlue A320. He is waiting in line for takeoff. He's heading out to Boston. Here we have this United 737-800. He is heading out to San Francisco. Holding short of runway 5 left, we have this Alaska Airlines 737-800. He is heading out to Seattle. About to touch down on runway 5 left, we have this Air Canada Embraer 190. He's coming in from Toronto. Here we have this Southwest 737-800. He just arrived from Phoenix, and he's going to do a turnaround flight out to Nashville. Last up, we have this Southwest 737-300. He's going to be heading out very shortly for Chicago Midway. Alright guys, that just about wraps up the airport update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to watch last month's airport update, also the model of the month video, and look out for some ATL spotting videos coming very soon. As always, make sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and check out my ETL airport website. Links are below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I always subscribe back. I will see you guys with some ATL spotting videos. Model of the month next month. Let me know what model you want me to review next. And then I'll see you with the airport update for October. Thank you for watching. Peace out. The first model of the month video will be released on September 17th. I'm really looking forward to starting this new series on my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are just as excited.